6 frigates and destroyers, 2 Royal Fleet Auxiliary support ships, below the waves an Astute-class submarine, on board 18 F-35 fighter jets and 14 naval helicopters. This will be the UK's largest deployment of sea and air power for a generation.
That is equal, if not greater than, a US carrier strike group capability. This is a truly monumental effort and a culmination of decades of building and planning.
The carrier strike group will start with the 2-week exercise Joint Warrior off the coast of Scotland. After returning to Portsmouth, they'll head south through the Atlantic, with a stop-off expected in Gibraltar before heading into the Mediterranean. There it will be a dual carrier operation with the French vessel Charles de Gaulle alongside HMS Queen Elizabeth. The group will then head through the Suez Canal and Red Sea and into the Arabian Sea, where there are port facilities specifically for HMS Queen Elizabeth at Duqm in Oman. Heading down into the Indian Ocean, there'll be exercises with the Indian Navy and a visit to India. There'll also be a visit to Singapore, as well as exercise Bersama Lima with Singapore, Malaysia, Australia and New Zealand. Then through the South China Sea, waters that China claims more of than is internationally recognised. This freedom of navigation patrol will be the most militarily symbolic leg of the deployment. Once through, there'll be visits to Japan and South Korea. 26,000 nautical miles in all, visits from units to 40 countries and more than 70 engagements.
This is about a confident nation that looks to be strong with our partners and allies, that looks to be a strong trading partner. And the Indo-Pacific is this amazing economic hub. And the fundamental about navies is that navies follow trade and trade follows navies. And I think you're seeing a confident nation going out into the world. That's what this is all about.
But it is also about showing military power. HMS Queen Elizabeth will of course be the centre of attention, Britain's first operational aircraft carrier for more than a decade. But the point about this deployment is she won't be alone. Destroyers HMS Defender and HMS Diamond will be with her, along with frigates HMS Kent and HMS Richmond. Royal Fleet Auxiliary ships Fort Victoria and Tidespring will also be supporting. But this carrier group is not all British. A Dutch frigate and an American destroyer, USS The Sullivans, add some of the firepower, and 10 of the 18 F-35s on board HMS Queen Elizabeth will be American. US Marines personnel will be on board too.
I think it provides the exact sort of united front that we would want to present. I think even if we could go with a full deck of UK Joint Strike Fighters, I'm not sure that we would. I think it's very important to note that the ship is going to steam around with a US flag on the flight deck. Now, if you're an adversary, that is going to change your metric. That is going to change your decision-making process. And it provides that allied, united front, which now I think is the way we want to present ourselves.
USS The Sullivans, though, is there to provide protection that the UK can't provide.
Yeah, the Type 45 destroyer is an extraordinarily capable ship. It does have holes in its capability when it comes to ballistic missile protection. Had more money been spent on the Type 45, had the software been updated more quickly, then maybe it could have resolved those. Yes, the US destroyer can plug certain capability gaps that the UK has within that task group, but that's not why it's there. It's there to provide this combined united front.
After more than a decade without carrier strike, this will be the UK putting on a show of force to tell the world its naval power is back to full strength, to deter enemies and reassure allies, particularly in Asia. But it's also a plan that could change if there is an international crisis to respond to in the 6.5 months of voyages. James Hirst, Forces News. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.